pray that it'll be impactful for you. I pray that it'll bless you. I pray that it'll challenge you, if nothing else, that it'll challenge you and get you thinking about some things differently. So, welcome to the Middleman CEO on my way to service. And got my big, thick Bible. They don't, like, you don't see these big, thick Bibles in churches. People have phones, and, church has gotten a little cute. But I grew up where, you had the big mamas, you had the moms, the grandmas that made you get out of bed, go to church, stuff like that. And so I haven't forgotten that. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of that today. And I also know, sorry about that, I also know, my camera's probably going to be moving a little, but I also know that there are a lot of, there's a lot of fluff in churches today. It's become about putting on a show. Church has kind of become the new Broadway in the religious lane. And it's so sad because I always tell people Christianity is not a religion, it's a relationship. Everything by grace through faith, right? Thank God for that. Excuse me. That guy looks like he needs to go inside. So, but there's a church in the neighborhood, so I'm headed there. A friend is preaching today, and so it invited me to come over. And but I wanted to talk to you really quickly, if you don't mind, just for a couple of minutes. And before I get to church, because I'm always thinking about you, and I'm always thinking about your family, your legacy. And I'm thinking about, what can I say to people today that'll help them? How do I help someone? When I was down, when I was, beaten up and homeless, I wasn't out, but I was down. I've been down a lot. I've never been out. As long as you got breath in your body, you are not out. Don't count yourself out. Don't listen to people's lie identity about you, telling you who you're supposed to be and who you are according to their opinion. No, not important to me. I always say, look, what people think and say about me is none of my business. It's not any of my business. You can entertain it, but I won't, right? And so you've been told a lot, right? Because we're in hard times financially, but I just want to address that a lot of people have been told, to live below your means and whatnot. So don't get me wrong, I get it. I know for most people it's good advice because most people are poor money managers, bad at spending, on and on and on. And they don't have money utilization skills that'll help them to grow and be successful. So when I hear someone say live below your means, I guess it comes down to who they're talking to, because I don't recommend that, anyone live below their means. And the reason I don't is because it limits you. So if someone encourages you to live below your means, first thing that happens, you start thinking about the things you don't need, things you don't want, not things you don't want because you want them, but things you don't need, things you pay for. You're like, man, I got this subscription, I got this. Hey, what's up, Joe? I got this. And you start thinking about all the things that you pay for, but you don't necessarily need. And for a lot of people, that's good advice to live below your means because you've stretched your means beyond your paycheck. And unfortunately, if your paycheck is the only way that you know how to make money, then yes, you need to live below your means because your paycheck is limited. They're not giving you raises. They're not giving you a ridiculous promotion or giving you a bunch of money. So yes, you should definitely live below your means. But that's for the 90%. For those who want to convert out of the 90% mindset and move into the 10% mindset, you're going to look at it differently. You're going to go, well, I don't want to live below my means. Yes, I'll get rid of things that I don't need, that I waste money on, of course. But I don't want to start thinking small. I want to think bigger, right? So I always say, look, if a business has a problem, it has a money problem. That's the problem it has to make more money. Well, I'll say the same thing personally, that if you want to live a certain way and then you're being told to live below your means, all you're going to do now is start thinking about how to get small, how to have less, how to manage less, live with less. And if that's what you want to do, fine. But I don't recommend it, because if you have a desire to live a better life, then don't think about that. Start thinking about, again, get rid of things you don't necessarily need, like cut the fat, things that are unnecessary. But if you want to live in a certain house, then if you start living below your means, you're probably never going to get that. If you want to drive a certain car, live in a good neighborhood, do all those things, you're probably, when you start thinking about living below your means, you're not gonna challenge yourself to do that. You're not gonna challenge yourself to grow. So what that does is it creates a mindset that causes you to start thinking small and no longer challenge yourself. You become smaller and smaller and smaller until you no longer exist, like the Id movie, right? No problem, Joe. And my advice is that instead of thinking about living below your means, how about you grow your means so that you can live the life you want to live? So again, there's two ways you can do it. You can live below your means, scale back, dump everything, live like a hermit crab in a shell, or you can grow your means, expand your means, start making more money to live the life you really want to live. So that's ultimately what it comes down to. It comes down to living below your means would imply cutting, getting small, scaling back, staying out of the way. And what that does is it does the opposite of growth. You cannot grow. You cannot progress. You actually regress, right? You go backwards. And I would advise you to look, if you want to live a certain way, it's okay to say it. It's okay to be honest. It's okay to admit it to yourself and to others. And now what you should do is determine how you want to live. All right. Now that you know what you want your life to look like, scaling back is probably not going to create that. So here's what you need to do. You need to scale up. You need to think of ways to make more money so you can live the life you want to live. Think of ways to create income. Think of ways to generate revenue or cash flow so you can live the life you want to live, take vacations you want to take, not have to work until you die, and not slave away for a paycheck, live in the house you want to live, drive the car you want to drive, be in the neighborhood you want to be in, kids go to school they want to go to, and all those good things. Because those are all good things. There's nothing wrong with that. When I was poor, nobody made me feel guilty about being poor. But as I get on the track to get wealthy and create money and get rich for my family, everybody want to talk about how money's the root of all evil. What about not having money? That felt pretty evil to me. By the way, money is not the root of all evil. The love of money is the root of all evil. Simply means if you love the money, you're probably willing to do some bad stuff to get it. That's all that means. There's nothing wrong with money. Biblically, God's people were rich. rich. So just keep that in mind. All right, so as I get ready, take this giant Bible into church, where this is probably going to be the biggest Bible in the service. So hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. I see the 90% are in the comments, and so we're not going to address that. As soon as I find out your mindset, I know which box to put you in. You're in the 90% or the 10%. Let's stay in the 90. Let's stay in the 10%, guys. Foolishness, we're just not gonna comment on. So, but I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed day. I have to go. It's been a great weekend. It's been a great week, and I got to see family, enjoying life. Again, if you guys want to live the life you want to live, you're going to have to grow your means, not live below it. So I'm not trying to insult you. If you're a poor money manager and you don't have it together yet, sure, get rid of the things you don't need and that you waste money on. Sure, get rid of the waste, of course. If you got a, I don't know, if you're paying for cable and you don't even watch it, sure, cut that $100 bill. You don't even watch that. I wouldn't have it anyway. But, get rid of the fat and then start thinking, all right, how do I want to live? I want a nice house. Okay, check. Want a nice car? Check. Want my kids in a good school, good neighborhood? Check. Okay. All right. So what's it going to take to do that? If I scale back, can I get that? No. Okay. So I got to scale up, right? So again, businesses fail. Think of your life like a business. If you scale back, you fail. Businesses fail when they scale back, right? So scale up. So make sure you guys scale up. So anyway, I gotta go. The Green Vegan says life is good, life is God, life is good. So that's awesome. All right, I'm about to get into church. I spent enough time with you guys. I hope that something in this video blesses you. But again, if you think about living below your means, that's why I don't like that, right? So if you live below your means, you're going to scale back. You're probably not going to accomplish the things you want to accomplish in this life, at least not in the immediate future, because you're getting small. I challenge you to mentally say, no, I'm not going to live below my means. I'm going to grow my means so I can live how I want to live. So be smart about it. Yes, grow your means, learn another way to make money, create other ways to create income and cash flow and passive income. Do all those things. But if you think about getting small, you're not going to think about how to grow. So that's why I don't like that. But I do know for some of you, it's good advice because you're bad with money. But for most, Uh, so, but again, let's see. I don't know. I don't know how many deposits we took this week. I know we didn't take any Thursday. That was July 4th. I don't know, but if I had to guess, because I don't check that until Mondays, but if I had to guess, and I'm just guessing, I don't know, probably about 48 to 60, somewhere around that. So, but it should be more than that, really. So we got to turn up. But I've been doing so much, I haven't even been on here as much as I normally am. I haven't been like doing the live trainings. I've been missing a lot. So, but I'm back. And so let's try to get some things going. So, all right, guys, if you want to learn how to start a middleman business, put the word middleman in the comments below. Let me teach you how to start your own middleman franchise from your phone. Book deposits, book customers, take deposits, dispatch to work. You don't do any of the work. You just find customers for other businesses, match them, and you get paid. So, and then we'll be doing some training. If you're in the class and we have not trained, you have not had a one-on-one with me, please reach out to me, but make sure you finish the masterclass first. Reach out to me because I've been helping people. You see, I've been posting online, students getting their deposits just like that right out of class. And so I want to help you do that. That's why I'm limiting the amount of people that can be in the class for the year. So don't miss out. The line's about to be cut off and you'll have to wait until next year, which sucks. But move quickly. You can go to middlemanceo.com and grab the masterclass. Go quickly, join masterclass and VIP. Get it quickly, put middleman in the comments. Don't wait. All right, learn to grow your means so you can live the life you want to live. I got to go, guys. Church has started. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Leave a comment or a question if you have any and share the channel. Peace.